Hey, everybody, and welcome in. It's the Poor Man Fantasy Football League podcast. We're the fantasy football show that gives you a peek inside the life and times of our Dynasty League. I'm your host, Mike. With me, as always, is my good friend, Andrew. And this week, we're going to be breaking down the NFC North. And this is the last divisional breakdown before we move into the regular season. So stay tuned for some fun stuff coming up this season. First off, Andrew, how you doing during this heat wave? We finally got some heat. It finally feels like summer. How you handling it?
The heat, okay. I'm sorry if I drool on screen or whatever, but I just came back from the dentist, so or if I sound silly, yeah. But the heat, I'm hoping the heat drags on for another 2 weeks because I booked a campsite for the 5th.
Okay.
The 5th and 6th. So.
Hey, fingers crossed, knock on wood, man. I'm with you. I'm looking forward to some sun and some beers and some barbecuing this weekend. We've been enjoying the pool every day this week, which is great because I was about to tear it down and put it away for the winter. And here we got a nice, beautiful week of heat.
Yeah, it's a nice surprise. Mm-hmm. And like I said, hopefully it carries on for another 2 weeks. So,
all right. Well, let's talk some football news because there has been a lot of news. The NFL preseason's over. Everyone has set their 53-man rosters. They're making adjustments. Let's talk about some of that. So off the top here, in the order that for which it was received, wide receiver Terry McLaurin received a 3-year extension worth up to $96 million.
See, I wonder how much that's going to hurt their backfield.
I don't think
because they were really talking up, pardon me, that Rodriguez and that other rookie.
Yep.
To replace Brian Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they were talking them up and getting them lots of chances, and in case McLaren didn't sign. But I mean, we'll see what it does for them. I guess now they're a 2-man backfield instead of a 1.
Well, no, they're a 3-man. It's a 3-man backfield. It's Austin Eckler, Chris Rodriguez, and the rookie.
They never really talked about Austin Eckler at all in the preseason.
I think because his position is solidified. My next bit of news is Washington traded away running back Brian Robinson to San Francisco. Now, do you think they did that because they felt comfortable with what they have and they needed to free up the cap space to pay Terry McLaurin?
Yes. And I think San Francisco took the deal because they don't know what the heck's going to happen with CMC.
Oh, no. CMC is the only healthy running back on their roster.
No, but that's what I mean. And with two Achilles heels that are
mending still from last year,
that are thinner than dental floss. He's one step, like literally one step away from being in a wheelchair with both of his ankles snapping. So they really didn't have a choice but to go out and get somebody.
Do you think they regret trading away Jordan Mason?
I think so now, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what the heck is in that San Francisco water that everybody is.
They can't keep it together.
They must love the nurses in the emergency room, I guess.
Oh, you think so? I think it's a nuclear fallout from all the bomb testing they did out in the ocean. It's finally washing up and it's weakening everybody's bones and ligaments and stuff. That's it.
That might be it.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got Cleveland traded Kenny Pickett to the Las Vegas Raiders, which makes sense because they had too many quarterbacks and Aiden O'Connell is out for the year.
Yeah. Didn't they just sign Pickett this summer, though?
They traded for him.
Yeah.
Right? So they recognize, okay, you know what? We're comfortable with Joe Flacco. We got 2 rookies. We'll make this work. We'll get rid of the next guy up. That would be Kenny Pickett to a team. And I think they might have made up. They might have paid a 6th, and now they got a 5th. Right? Yeah. So they're...
I almost wonder, though, were they waiting until the last second just to see if Sanders was going to blow it or not?
Maybe. Yeah, they're hedging their bets.
Yeah.
Las Vegas wide receiver Jacoby Myers has requested a trade or more money. And that might be because Las Vegas also signed former former wide receiver Amari Cooper to a 1-year deal. So he's on his farewell tour going back to a team he played for.
Here's okay. Let's go through the rest of the thing, and we will circle back to this whole "I want more money" stuff.
Okay. Houston running back Joe Mixon will miss at least the first 4 games of the season, maybe longer, with his foot injury. Tennessee has placed running back Tajay Spears on IR, and he will now miss the first 4 games, if no longer. Cleveland has released wide receiver Deontay Johnson. Carolina has traded wide receiver Adam Thielen to Minnesota. Another reunion.
That one surprises me.
That does surprise me
because he was such a
valuable asset.
Yeah, to Carolina, like when he was hurt, the team hurt. When he wasn't hurt, the team was looking okay.
Yeah.
I know he's old man Thielen and about 6,000 years old, but maybe it was a request that, hey, you know what? This will be my last year. I want to go back to Minnesota. Maybe he was able to call his own shot.
I think this really gives a big bump to the rest of the pass catchers in Carolina, right? So Tedero and McMillan, obviously clear number 1. Xavier Legette, does that boost him as the number 2? Jatavian Sanders, the tight end? Like, I don't know.
I think I just dumped Legette in a couple of our leagues.
No.
I had him from last year.
You did not dump Legette. I would have seen that. I'm going to go look now because I'm not sure he's a player worth dumping. Xavier, am I spelling his name right? Xavier Legette. Let's have a look.
When you go into Poor Man and you look at his...
Yeah, Xavier Legette. He's owned everywhere.
Do I have him?
No. You have him nowhere. In the leagues that we share, Rob Sports got him. Basha Jacoby's got him. Gabe's got him in No Fun. And I've only got 1 share of him, and that's in my Yahoo Dynasty League.
I could have swore I had him.
I think it might have been somebody else you might have been talking about. Xavier Worthy, maybe?
No. I don't know who I'm thinking then. Might have been a guy that his name started with an X. I don't know. Anyway.
Xavier Hutchinson? Wide receiver for the of the Houston Texans? That's a guy who's dropped everywhere.
Yeah.
Except by Bryce. Bryce, you silly duck. You still own Xavier Hutchinson in the L-effing Empire League. What are you doing, dude? This guy barely has a job.
Oh, you know who I'm thinking? It might be that Olamide Zacchaeus. That
might
be the guy.
Yeah, no, you can dump that guy.
Because his shares, like his projected value has gone down to like 0.78 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I think the trade for Carolina was really surprising. Letting go Adam Thielen, the fact that he went back to Minnesota, a team that did not want to pay him, and now he's back. But I'm excited for some of the opportunities out there in Carolina, more so than Adam Thielen. I think Adam Thielen's now going to be lost on this depth chart. I don't think he's going to get the opportunities that he would have in Carolina.
And but again, maybe he has said, you know what, this is my last kick. Minnesota has a better chance of making the playoffs than Carolina. So maybe he requested to go there, and the owners, the 2 owners, obliged each other with a deal. And
okay,
you know, he's been a guy that who do I like him to, like a guy you don't really think a whole lot about, like Frank Gore.
Sure,
you never thought, oh my God, Frank Gore's like the greatest running back of all time, blah 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 blah. But he was a consistent point getter, and like wasn't he like top 5 all time for yards or something like that?
Yeah, well he has a better record than OBJ.
Well, see, there you go. So like guys like Thielen are just the workhorse of the league.
Yeah.
And you don't really think about them because they're not that flashy.
Nope.
Hey, I need all the attention in the world. I'll just do my job. I'm going to go out, get paid, do my job, and
Want to be good for football, but not flashy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Robert Woods. Do you remember when Robert Woods was
Yeah.
good when he was playing for the Rams? He wasn't a name that nobody wanted to like go out and draft, wanted to pay for, but the guy was constantly doing it every week in and week out.
Or a guy like I'll throw props to your team, Barry Sanders. Right? Like he didn't go into the end zone and start dancing and spiking the ball and stuff. He just walked up, handed the ball to the ref, and walked back off the field after he scored.
I think because he did all of that while he was running.
Well, yes, but he wasn't showboating when he was running. He was trying to save his life.
Okay, fair enough.
I got a 300-pound lineman trying to take my head off,
and no
I'm
one's
gonna
blocking
save my
for me.
life. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I need to save my life.
Okay.
But he wasn't one of those like show off guys, right? Like he wasn't one of those guys that said, "Hey, you know what? I want all the money in the world, or I'm quitting," type thing. So,
all right. Next up on the news, we got Detroit traded away wide receiver Tim Patrick to Jacksonville, obviously paving the way for wide receiver Isaac Tesla. Yes. Guess who owns him everywhere? This guy.
do you? I thought I had him in one of ours.
Did you get him in one league? Did you snake him? I have so many shares. I'm sure there's a couple I can spare. Isaac Tesla. So I got him here. Let's see where else I got him.
Yeah, I have him in no fun.
Oh, you got him in no fun. Oh,
And
Biggin got him in simple.
Yeah.
I got him in crazy. I got him in crazy. I got him here in this. I got him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got him 6 places. I'm missing him in 4. Yeah, that's okay.
It tells me you have too much time on your hands. You have 10 leagues.
Well, 9 of them are Dynasty. 2 of them are on the cut bubble. One of them is the Guillotine League, which I'm very happy and very, very cool that Sleeper has now activated Guillotine Leagues. They called them Chop Leagues. We're in the process of starting that one and then abandoning the league we're in and transitioning over, which will make it easier for that commissioner to manage 18 teams.
Well, if you have an opening.
Oh, you want to get in?
I would get in.
It's full.
That's fine.
But yeah, man, next year we'll get you in because there's always a guy who drops out. Yeah. All right. Last bit of news will wait, but this second to last bit of news is impactful to you and your Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. Mr. and Mrs.
No, not that one.
Oh.
I was talking about the Rashee Rice. He finally got his suspension.
Yes, he got his suspension.
And he said, yeah, I'll take it.
Wow.
For 6 games? Yes, you will. You should be out of the league.
Yeah, the way you acted, the way you reacted, and the way you conducted yourself, you're right. He should have been tossed. Guys like that just piss me off because you're not appreciating the situation you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You are now a professional athlete being paid millions of dollars. Clean up your act. Clean up your bullshit. It's not like, hey, I'm in a gang related, blah, 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 like Aaron Hernandez was and stuff like that. This is just stupid stuff. You're speeding down the highway, you hit somebody, and then you took off. I as much as a fan of Tyreek Hill, he had the same damn thing. Get your act together. Grow up. You're jeopardizing your future. Like, if he had busted up his hands in that hit and run,
career over.
You're not making money, period, after that. So why? Why be stupid?
Because they are. That's what young men are. They make stupid mistakes.
They think they're above everything. And that kind of gets me back to where I was talking about for the money stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how many of our listeners follow hockey and the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid. He's in the middle of, well, not the middle. He's at the beginning of a contract renegotiation.
Yeah, he's got 1 year left on his deal. They're trying to extend him.
Yes. And at the end of the season last year, when somebody asked him about, do you want to sign with the Oilers or do you want to move on somewhere else? His comment is, depends on what the team is going to build around me.
Is that what he said? I remember it
Yes.
differently.
He said, I want to win, so it
Yeah.
will all depend on what the team puts around me.
I
So let me ask a question to the audience. And it doesn't matter the sport. If there's a salary cap, are you putting the team winning first, or are you putting your paycheck first? Because if you're expecting to be half the damn salary cap, then there's no more money for the team to go get pieces to put around you for you to be able to win. So take a team friendly a team friendlier deal, and get the better pieces in place to help you win.
I have an entirely different interpretation of his comments.
Sure, go ahead.
So when he had that presser at the end of the season, and he was asked, he did say, yes, it's like, I want to win. And that is his goal. So as long as this team wants to win, and it wasn't about how much they're going to pay me, it's what are they going to do to get us to that Stanley Cup.
But it was on the the other side of the coin is I want a new contract. So do you want more money, or do you want a friendly deal where the teams can go to the, like, oh my God, last 2 years, one game away from winning the Stanley Cup. How much closer do you want to get? But it's I have a real problem, even like in the NFL, where guys are saying, I want more money, but then they're pissed off because the team is a poor team. Well, if half the money's going to a quarterback and a wide receiver, like you look at the Bengals as an example.
Okay.
You got all that money going to Burrow. You got all that money going to Chase. Well, where's the rest of the money to make everybody else happy and want to play there and be a good, successful team? It makes it real difficult.
To close out on the Connor McDavid and this, you're
Sure.
right. Players need to be self-aware and team-aware. What makes great teams is that you can get paid, but you need to focus on what do you really want. If winning is what you want, then asking for the most money ever probably isn't going to help you with winning.
Exactly.
And I'm reading from 4 hours ago, the Score posted thoughts on Connor McDavid's contract situation because he made announcements today because he's down in Calgary for the Canada Olympics.
Oh.
Yeah. He says everything's on the table. He says
that was coincidental. Sorry, that was coincidental that I brought it up.
That's okay. I'd say all options are on the table. I don't have a preference either way. And this was whether or not they would get a deal done before the beginning of the season or later. And what is he thinking? And he just reiterated, look, I just want to win. And then it goes on to analyzing what he said. And it sounds like what he wants is he wants to win. So if maybe he's going to hold out and not sign a deal this year, right? Maybe he'll carry himself all the way to the being a free agent and say, wait a second, I'm going to see what the Oilers will do for me this year to help us win. And if they make the moves and I think they're going to put us in a position to win, then yes, I will stay. I will sign a deal. But if they don't make those moves and put the type of roster together and put us in that position to win, because they had a chance and they fell short again to the same team because they didn't have the fire and depth that they needed, like the opposing team did. They didn't get Bergeron. They didn't get those guys that they needed. And I think the same plays well for NFL teams. They have a salary cap they have to manage. And in the earlier part of the year, you know what? We saw teams signing those players and giving them those extensions before some of the ridiculousness that has now taken place. Like, what is Jerry Jones doing in Dallas? Like Micah Parsons, like you haven't paid him. You screwed up with CeeDee Lamb, and he's made stupid amount of money. Dak Prescott, he's making a stupid amount of money because like you don't strike when the iron is hot to get a team friendly deal, and now you're just paying these guys to stay with you because you've offended them.
Yeah, yep. Well, Cincinnati went through this is If they haven't signed him, that defensive lineman,
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson. I don't know if he signed this week or not. I thought he might have, but
All right, let's look it up.
because they were talking about they moved some money to get him.
Trey Henderson. They did a 1-year extension.
Okay.
1 year. Okay, so we're not willing to commit to you longer than that. Let's say after months of uncertainty, Trey Henderson, the Bengals are able to find a compromise that works for both player and team that ensures he will play at least one more season in Cincy. Contract negotiations got very ugly between Bengals and Hendrickson. It became clear that the two sides weren't going to be able to agree on an amount of money guaranteed. Hendrickson faced blah, 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 agrees to deal with the Bengals. So he agreed to. Henderson received $14 million raise, bringing his salary for the upcoming season to $30 million. This option wasn't there the whole time. It says resolved on Wednesdays. Happy will represent itself. But okay, so they're essentially paying him what he's worth this year and putting themselves in a position to do something with it next year. But if like you know what he wants,
dude, you better perform.
And if he does, they priced themselves out of the market.
True.
And somebody is going to go and pay him. You watch the Dallas Cowboys will go and pay Trey Hendrickson on the free market a stupid amount of money, the same amount of money they probably could have paid Micah Parsons this day.
Yeah, but who's the better player?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
Micah Parsons. Anyways, anything else you want to talk about before we get to the big news?
No, that's. I know I went on my little tangent, and I'm sorry if people don't agree, but I just. Dudes, like players, like get your head out of your bum and act responsibly. Like stop this garbage of speeding and getting caught smoking dope while you're driving, like Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell did. Like stop doing stupid stuff like that. Just take advantage of the opportunity that you have, and just play the game you love. And then B, if you want to win, make a team friendly. I'm not saying let the team rip you off.
No,
get what you can, but also look out for the rest of the team. That hey, if I take $5 million less, and we can sign ourselves a wicked offensive lineman or 2 offensive linemen to protect the $30 million quarterback, we got a better chance of winning.
I think there's something to be said if teams can come together. Like if I'm Tom Brady, I'm pretty sure that's conversations that he had. He goes, guys, I am not going to be the highest paid quarterback in this league, but I'm willing to take these deals because I'm going to make billions of dollars outside of this to make sure that you guys get paid. Because one, I want you guys to protect me. I want you guys to catch the ball. I want you to pass block for me. This is what I want. And then,
I'll let you get paid.
But don't get paid too much because
yeah.
if you get paid $15 million as a running back, well, that means somebody else isn't getting theirs. So
yes, let's all be friendly.
Yes, and let's bring in the players that help us all succeed. Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that what the Detroit Red Wings did in the was it late 90s, early 2000s, where they had their dynasty run?
No, that was the Hawks in the early 2000s. Taves, Kane, and Campbell all signed lower than in league not limits. They weren't the highest paid players, and they said because they wanted to go after the cup more. You know what? Detroit might have done the same thing.
I think they did it. I think they did the same thing, but like earlier, like in the late 90s, when they had like Yzerman and Fedorov and Brendan Shanahan. Like they just had like how do you have this freaking roster? It's because they all took team friendly deals because they all if we all stay together, we're like Nicholas Lindstrom. Yeah, we're just gonna keep winning, and they did. I think they won like 3 to 4 years, 5 years.
The other player that came up in the last 2 years that has taken team friendly deals his whole career, is Sidney Crosby.
Oh yeah, okay, I can see that.
He said every time he signed a new contract, it would not exceed $87 million. Because that was his number. Yeah. Yes. It will never exceed that. Doesn't matter how many years I signed for. Because everybody was saying when he signed 2 years ago, you could have asked for like 110, 115 on a 5-year deal, and he said no. My whole career has always been I will not exceed $87 million. Why the hell do I need more than $87 million? I'd rather win a bunch of Stanley Cups.
Yep. And he did. He won a couple.
Yep.
Okay, so the Detroit Red Wings, it was 1996 to 2002. They won 3 Stanley Cups in that 5-year span.
Yeah. And you're probably right. They probably did take friendly deals, and but I remember the Hawks doing the same thing because that was all over the news that the guy said when they did sign their 10-year deal, it was for more money at the end of their run.
Oh, wow. Washington Capitals. Peter Bondra. Chris Osgood. Oh, some great names from hockey. Esa Tikkanen.
Yes.
Sergei Gonchar. Phil Housley was still playing back then. My goodness. Can't believe he was still around. All right. Enough with the hockey talk. Let's get back to football. Yes. Speaking of football, let's do the NFC North. Oh, it's glorious. It's beautiful. I feel bad because I was kind of rushed. I didn't get to put my flags up. I didn't get to grab my jersey. But I did grab a hat because I've always got one here on standby.
There you go.
There we go. So we're going to talk NFC North. The way the division broke down last year is a beautiful division. Detroit went 15-2. Had they not had the injuries to the defense, I'm sure they could have went undefeated for the entire season, which would have been fantastic. Minnesota, unbelievably with Sam Darnold, went 14-3. Green Bay snuck in there at 11-6. All 3 teams making the playoffs. And then Chicago, yeah, that makes sense, 5-12. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an even tougher division this year.
Yeah, I think everybody has gotten better.
Yes.
Detroit maybe have gotten, I wouldn't say worse, but might have some questions to answer with the changes at defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator. You have 2 amazing coordinators that help drive this team, and they're both gone, and now you've got new guys coming in, so those system changes could definitely impact the performance of both of those units.
Yes.
So let's break this down team by team. Starting off with Detroit Lions starters. We've got Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amont St. Brown, Jameson Williams, tight end Sam Laporta. They drafted round 3 Isaac Tesla. We talked about him earlier, and then wide receiver Donovan McLovett. I think he got cut. All fantastic fantasy options. I am probably going to play them all at some point. I don't have the Amont St. Brown share in our league. That still belongs to somebody else who will not trade him to me. Otherwise, I would play an entire Lions lineup. I would put all of these guys in for 1 week. I would put them all in.
The bye week?
yeah, that's the one. All guys are great.
Yeah, I mean the team speaks for itself. Their defense is very good as well. I think they're going to be in trouble in the next 3 or 4 years, where a bunch of these young guys are going to want more money on both sides of the ball. Mm-hmm. So I think they need to strike while the iron is hot. I think their window is 3 years to win, and then they're going to have to start dismantling the team.
Yeah, it's going to become costly.
Yeah. And they're going to have to address quarterback in the next 3 years as well. I don't think he's got 3 years left in him.
He's playing really good, but you're right. It's becoming it's going to become a challenge to maintain that level. Let's see. He's only 30. So in reality, he's got, I'll say, 5 years left of good football. At which point we should see the decline over those 5 years, where he's not getting better, but yeah.
Well, it's really going to depend on the health, right? So, Okay. I think, where do you see Tesla by the end of the year?
I don't think he's a consistent starter.
You don't think he takes the 3 spot?
Oh, he owns the 3 spot
over Williams.
Yeah, Williams has got the the 2. So it's
Oh, sorry. I thought. Sorry. I'm reading. I thought I was seeing 3 wide receivers on your thing.
no.
Um,
So as of
sorry.
right now, it's Amon St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and Isaac Tesla. All right, so the rookie's already earned the wide receiver 3 spot. How they use him, where they use him, I don't know exactly. I just know he's going to be a playmaker, and he might be flex worthy depending on the situation. But the way this team goes is they can channel it through the running game. They can pick it up with the passing game, but even then, you've got 4 potential targets with Laporta, Williams, Brown, and Tesla. How the confidence, I know these guys will be good. I don't know if these guys could be great for fantasy because now they have so
To
many
be
weapons that they can spread it around again. And now you got a guy who's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to have a game where I'm going to get 30 points because I got 2 touchdowns and 200 yards. Cool. And then next
in the
week,
next 6 weeks.
I can have 1 touchdown and 10 yards because we didn't need to utilize my skill set. Like that's an unfortunate part of having a really good widespread offense.
I think the only 2 that are going to be safe to be really consistent are going to be Gibbs and Montgomery because they're going to have to chew up yards on the ground.
Well, when they're winning, that's how you do it. You 1-2 punch it.
Well, yeah, if you can get a good lead, the second half you just run the ball every play, right? So these guys will get a ton of touches. So I think that the 2 safe guys, and you probably have the handcuff in every single league, Mister. I'm going to take 1 and 2.
Yep,
you play them both at the same time.
I did a lot last year. It worked out well for me.
I know.
All right, let's talk Minnesota. Sure. JJ McCarthy's breakout year. This is going to be great for him. He's had 1 year coming back from the injury. Looks like he's going to be good, man. I don't want to say he's going to be great. I want him to be great, but I like, man, just be good and then become great.
Don't make it a fall backwards from Darnold.
Oh yeah,
that would be so bad.
Oh. Well, okay, so here's what they got. They got Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. I'm not sure what to expect with this. Jordan Mason, when he had his time in San Fran, he was great. Aaron Jones wasn't terrible either. So is it a 1-2 punch, or is it one guy with the guy backing him up, or is it a 1-2 punch, like Gibbs and Monty?
I'm almost thinking it's going to be Aaron Jones until he's ineffective.
Then Jordan Mason.
Like if he has a couple of games where he's ineffective, like slipping blocks or dropping the ball on third down, like the passes on third down, it'll be. I'm not going to say this is like a short leash, but I think you ride the hot hand in Minnesota.
And they've got a bevy of weapons. They've got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and now Adam Thielen. I was excited for third round wide receiver Tate Felton, but I don't think. Yeah.
You know what? Watch for Tate Felton next year then.
I think
if this is a one and done for Thielen, learn from these veterans and work on your skill. He's still going to get playing time as the number 4 guy in the slot or whatever when Thielen needs a breather.
He made the roster, so that's the good news. Now we just need to see if this kid can hang with the big boys and then transition to a regular time starter. It's a great lineup. They're going to be good.
And I think a guy that's going to benefit from McCarthy being in place is Hawkinson.
Yeah, he loves his tight ends.
He's used to the Michigan tight end game, and I think Hawkinson can have a better year than he did with Darnoldson and
Sam
Darnold and
whoever else
the year before that, whoever that was.
All right,
who was that the year before? The guy that went to Minnesota, or not the
Kirk Cousins?
Atlanta? Kirk Cousins, yeah.
I think I expect a good year from TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna do well. Let's talk Green Bay. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, wide receivers. This is the scary part of the team, though. Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson. They did draft rookie wide receiver round 1, Matthew Golden, and then Savion Williams in round 3. And they have tight end Tucker Kraft. So it's not as scary as the Vikings or as the Lions.
True.
Because we kind of saw these guys not live up to the hype. Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, Datavian Wicks.
And Christian Watson's on the pup.
Is he?
Yes.
Already?
He has been since the beginning of summer.
Oh,
I have him in our league.
What's his deal? Did he hurt? Did he get a boo-boo on what?
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Packers moved. He has a knee issue.
But they are saying that this Matthew Golden reminds people of Christian Watson his rookie year. He's an explosive player. He could be really good for the team.
Okay.
So we'll see. But like you said, they've every year for the last 4 or 5 years it's been, the Green Bay Packers wide receiver crew could just destroy everybody. Ooh. And they fall down.
Christian Watson tore his ACL last year. Yeah, in week 18, the last game of the season. Yeah, so he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Green Bay will emerge the first round with roster cuts, receiving core. So Jaden Reed has a foot issue. Matthew Golden's good. Romeo Dobbs is good. Dontavian Wicks keeps dropping the ball.
Yeah.
And Savion Williams says he has a hamstring injury.
I think the team that's dropped a little bit in the league, in the division, is Green Bay.
Yeah. I'm actually, now that I know that information, I'm just going to make some adjustments. There we go. So that's Green Bay.
Yep.
Let's talk Chicago.
Do we have to?
We do. And there are some things I do want to bring up.
Yeah.
So Caleb Williams, year 2. DeAndre Swift, wide receiver DJ Moore, wide receiver Roma Dunze. Keenan Allen's gone. They got tight end Cole Kmet. They did draft tight end Colson Loveland from Michigan round 1. They do have wide receiver Luther Burden III from round 2. And then running back Kyle Minagi in round 7.
So Colson Loveland, I think, is already the number 1 tight end
on the team
roster. Yes. I think he's the depth chart. He's listed as number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Luther Burden, I foresee him being the number 2 wide receiver before the end of the year.
Really? Over Roma Dunze or over DJ Moore?
Dunze. I don't think Dunze is going to be able to keep up.
Okay.
And even like DJ Moore has got himself in a perfect situation.
Which is?
He's got this one young quarterback that if they can get on the same page, DJ Moore should get a ton of touchdowns.
They're on the climb. I don't think they're good enough to...
No, they're not going to take the division.
No
way in heck.
But I think they'll be better.
Yes. I mean, let's just go into our standings then, because you were we talked about how they finished all last year: Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, and then Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into that, because it's not going to be like that this year, I don't think.
I actually have them going those Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago. I still think Detroit's a team to beat. Minnesota might actually get it done this year. They've got some good things on the go because of the coordinator changes. I think it's going to be tough to transition from the level of grit, intensity, consistency of what those coordinators brought. I think that's the only detractor that Detroit has. On the other hand, Minnesota is on the uptick because they have the consistency of those coordinators and their coaches. That's the same. What has changed is their quarterback, but he was there last year watching the entire time that Sam Darnold was moving things. So I think this is a team that could take a step forward. Green Bay, I don't care for what they did. Their wide receiver team last year looked fantastic until we saw them on the field, and they couldn't hold it down. They don't have a true wide receiver one. They don't have anything that's prolific. Josh Jacobs was the thing for that team last year, and I just don't think they're good enough to overcome those first two teams. And then Chicago, I hate Chicago. So this is a team that's they moved on from Justin Fields. They got Caleb Williams. I'm not sure if he's that much better. I do think Rome Odunze will be the wide receiver one for this team, and DJ Moore might be the odd man out.
Okay. Well, okay. So we'll see what happens.
Hmm.
So at that, then let's go to what we figure the records are going to be.
I went 15-2 from my Detroit
You kept them
Lions.
at 15-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to go 17, but for the two reasons, one loss for each coordinator.
Okay.
And that's it.
I actually have them going 13-4.
Oh, okay. Actually, I predicted 12 for you, that you'd give them a 12-win season.
Minnesota. I'm going to put them at 13-4 as well.
Ooh, okay.
But Detroit wins the division on the tie.
Okay.
Green Bay, I think because of their wide receiver crew not being consistent enough, I don't even think they hit 500.
Really?
Yeah, I've got them at 8-9.
I've got them at 10-7.
Okay.
I think they did well last year, going 11-6. I don't think they can do the same thing. I'm having them 11-7. You going 8-9, I think that's a big slap in the face for Green Bay. If they don't have a winning season, I think they'll be very disappointed and will be looking for answers.
I think two of those losses are going to come from Chicago.
Do you think Chicago's going to beat Green Bay twice?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
I have Chicago at 10-7.
Green Bay last in the division. You think, okay.
Yes.
I've got them going 7-8.
Because I think the Bears are going to surprise some teams, and they're going to take those close games in some of the cases now.
Do you have at 10-7? Does that put them into the playoffs? It's got to be really close.
It's going to be close, but I don't think they make the playoffs.
Okay. Wow. So I've got 15-12 for my Detroit Lions. I got 11-6 for Minnesota, 10-7 for Green Bay, and 7-8 for Chicago. You went 13-4 Detroit, winning the division, 13-4 Minnesota, 8-9 for Green Bay. Somebody's getting fired if that happens. And then Chicago going 10-7 in Ben Johnson's first year as head coach.
And another thing, like with Green Bay, is that team hasn't done anything to change. They're just all a year older, other than getting a couple of rookies, like Jordan Love, another year older. Christian Watson, another year older and hurt.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Jaden Reed, who's only playing 50% of the time.
Yeah. Like they haven't done anything to say, hey, we're an up and coming team. Look at us. No, it's the same old thing. Like, same coaching staff, same offense. You didn't really surprise anybody last year, and now people are, they're gonna every year. Teams are figuring them out more and more and more, and I think they're going to look past Chicago twice and say, this should be a cakewalk, and get surprised. I think that's two of the extra losses that they get. But
okay,
we'll see. I don't have a crystal ball.
No, otherwise we'd be rich and living somewhere super fun and exciting.
Yes.
All right. I love how I threw myself in there, by the way, that you just like, if you had a crystal ball, I would be rich too. Right? All right. Let's do our fantasy lineup. Probably no surprise. I'm just going to reveal mine to you because it's going to be ridiculously Detroit Lions heavy.
I'm surprised you didn't go your flex guy.
I thought about it. I thought, I better make some adjustments here. Okay. So because there's some bet implications here.
Yes.
Quarterback, I took Jared Goff. I think he's going to be the best quarterback. JJ McCarthy is probably be a close second. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. I would never touch Caleb Williams.
No, and I'm JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I figured JJ. I hope he does great for you, but not as good as Goff. Running back, there are some tough choices here. It's Jahmyr Gibbs and only Jahmyr Gibbs. You could go Josh Jacobs if you wanted a variety shot, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs is one. So
yeah,
you got to go Gibbs.
Yeah. The only other guy that I would have picked was maybe Aaron Jones.
Really? I would have picked Josh Jacobs as my number 2.
Because if the wide receivers can't produce, it's got to go through him.
Okay, do you want to swap these out because we both picked Jahmyr Gibbs? Do you want to go I go Josh Jacobs, you go Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I'll take Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Because I think, like I said, if the wide receivers fall, in Green Bay, Gibbs, don't get me wrong, Gibbs is the better wide receiver. Yeah, your headphones are a little bit. Yeah,
I think I found out why my headphones aren't working.
There's something broken in it.
Do you hear it?
Yeah,
it's rattling.
Yeah, something.
That explains why I only hear to one side. It's not me going freaking crazy.
Did you throw your headphones at your kids?
No, but I did let him use it.
Wow.
All right. Well, looks like I'm shopping for a set of headphones.
So you went for your wide receiver. You went St. Brown.
Yeah, it's Justin Jefferson and Amon St. Brown. I'm not sure there's those guys are in their own tier. Justin Jefferson is through the roof on possibility, but the consistency of Amon St. Brown, man, it's hard to say no. So that's who I took, just to be a fellow homer in my Lions love.
Yeah. You know what? Oh man.
Yeah,
the guy I really want to go after, and
DJ Moore, Jameson Williams,
no,
Adam Thielen,
just in case he goes off as a rookie, I want to go Tesla. Because if he has a year like Jamar Chase had as a rookie,
or Puka Nacua or Malik Neighbors, those guys had really good rookie seasons.
Yes. Oh man. You know what? I'm going to go DJ Moore.
You're going to go different.
I think the ceiling on Moore is high enough.
Really?
If him and Caleb Williams get on the same page, and the Bears do what I hope that they can do.
Okay, with Ben Johnson running the offense, there's some pretty neat things that they could get done. I just think, knowing what I think I know of Ben Johnson, Rome Odunze is probably going to be the star of that wide receiver room. If he turns DJ Moore into the Amon St. Brown, you are my catch guy. Catch the ball when I throw you the ball and get us the yards. But my big playmaker is that kid that can do anything, Rome Odunze. He's my Jameson Williams. He's the guy who's going to get all my special touches, big yards, big plays.
He worries me.
Big touchdowns. I don't know. That's how I think this plays out.
Yeah, no, and you could be right. I'm worried about Odunze being consistent enough.
All right. No, that's fair. Tight end. TJ Hawkinson, Sam Laporta. I went Sam Laporta. I wouldn't go Tucker Kraft. Maybe you can make an argument for. I'm not betting on Colston Loveland year one. Not with Caleb Williams.
Oh, I gotta go Laporta. He's proven. He is proven.
Sam Laporta. Okay, so if we took Sam Laporta off the board, who would be your 2?
A tight end?
Yeah.
Loveland.
Okay, then let's take Sam Laporta off the board because mine's TJ Hawkinson.
So who's taking? Oh, you're going to take Hawkinson? Okay.
Yeah, and then you can have Colston Loveland.
Okay.
Colson Loveland, right? That way, like we don't have same. And that leaves us with our flex spot. I got Justin Jefferson here. Do you want to go Isaac Tesla? And I'll go Roma Dunze?
No, I'm taking David Montgomery. I want the touchdowns.
Oh, let's goal line. Okay, do you remember the bet I made with?
Yes.
He was on pace to make those touchdowns had he not had those injuries.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm banking on with Montgomery this year, is you take those 1 and 2 yard touchdowns.
Okay, so Justin Jefferson versus David Montgomery. All right, man, that's bold. So I got Jared Goff, Josh Jacobs, Amon St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson. You've got JJ McCarthy, Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Colston Loveland, and David Montgomery.
Yep.
Nice. That's been a fun and exciting lineup.
Yes. You know what? I wouldn't mind starting either of those lineups in a regular fantasy week.
Yeah, those are pretty solid lineups. Like this division, I think this division is currently at its peak with the teams that have made it's like when we first started playing fantasy, how the Seahawks and the Rams and those guys were at top of that food chain, and now they start to fall apart, rise and fall. This is now where this division is at. No one's running away with it, which is great because it makes for some great in-division rivalries and matchups.
Yep.
Lots to choose from here.
100%.
Speaking of choosing, now that we've finished the divisional breakdowns, oh man, you got me because I would have picked paper. We're moving into the regular season. The season starts next week, Thursday night, first game of the season. You guys need to set your rosters. You need to clean this stuff up and be ready to go. Before we do that, though, next week we're going to be doing our week 1 season primer. We're going to talk about going into the season, our rosters, our predictions for the week. We're going to start that whole season gambit all up over again. But to do that, there's one thing we need to fix. We haven't done yet. And that is the grand reveal of you, Andrew, and your new team name and your new team image. Now, I have the team name. Team name's been locked for a little while. The image, however, I'm still working on. I'm having too much fun with it, to be honest with you, in what the image could look like. Now, what do you say? Do you want me to pick the image myself, or would you be open if we posted several versions that I've created and have the league vote on which one?
Hey, this is your year.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it however you'd like. I don't mind either way.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the league so that when we post this tomorrow, when it goes live, I'm going to put in the chat, say, hey guys, I've got the team name. I'm not going to reveal the team name. What I'm going to do is I'll reveal the team name at the next episode. And then that Thursday morning, I'll let everybody read. And then about sometime in the afternoon, I'll post all the pictures into the group chat. And then everyone can see what I'm talking about. And then let everyone cast their vote. Because there's a couple that I really liked the way they turned out. But because our icons, when they come up, they're so small. Like they're not super clear. And I want something that when you look at it, it's going to be recognizable. The big blown up versions, yeah, they look fantastic. They're super fun. But when you shrink it down to the little tiny icon, it doesn't load super well.
How did you get a picture of me so drunk?
You might not remember this, but when we went on our little football trip, we shared hotel rooms.
Yes.
So I took
You were taking pictures of me at nighttime?
I took some pictures of you while you were sleeping, my friend. And they're going to get posted, and we're going to pick on the best, some really good photos. No, I'm kidding. I did not.
Remember what I've got? I've got access to pictures from your wife.
I know you do. From our trip to Mexico? Yep. Where I fell asleep on the balcony? Yep.
Or your little trip to Vegas?
Oh, which one? Where I was singing? Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, that one always comes back to haunt me.
Right around your birthday every year, yes?
Yeah, it pops up.
Yeah, no, I'm interested. I'm very interested to see what you
It's
come
going to
up
be good.
with.
I'm looking forward to telling the story of how I ended up with the name that I chose, how it came to be, like where it started, and how it just where the journey took me, and how I ended up where it is. Because I think one, it's a good name, it's a funny name, but it's not insulting, it's not degrading, it's not um, demeaning, right? Like it's not offensive.
Yeah.
It's I think you'll find it funny. You'll find it humorous, like, oh, that's a good one. Because then it'll be surprising because you'll never see it coming.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
it's gonna be good. All right. Till next week, my friend. I'll let you stew on that one, and yeah, we'll have some fun when we get back together next Wednesday night.
Yes.
Until
Yes.
then,
Everybody also, week 1, NCAA this weekend. Go Blue.
okay. Timeout. Let's talk about that. Have you heard the news? David Portnoy and his Barstool Sports has been banned from the horse. You haven't heard this? Okay, so he's joined. I
don't know who this is. Who you're talking about?
You know who David Portnoy is?
No.
Barstool Sports, the biggest voice of Michigan football. Okay, so he is an independent sports caster. Okay, and his thing is called Barstool Sports. Talks about all kinds of sports, but is heavy Michigan. He actually paid $3 million to get Bryce Underwood as our quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah. So because he has grown in popularity over the years, he also did some great comedy skits with Connor Stallions during the whole sign fiasco. He's just a really big voice, and because he's an independent media outlet, he's able to say things that he doesn't have to worry about um, commercial advertisers and stuff like that. So there's things that he can say because of his popularity. He's been asked to join the football desk that happens on Saturday, right? Because the coach is gone, right? He retired, so that now they have a spot. He's on it, except the university, or the Ohio State University, has now banned him and his production company from ever being inside the horseshoe.
So he misses one out of every other year.
Mm-hmm. So he can't be inside the stadium. And when that was announced, he didn't say anything, right? He just kind of let it go. But there was a bunch of other people who talked about it, how soft Ohio State is, and like that's just ridiculous. Like, why would you do that? And then the athletic director said, no, actually, that wasn't us. We did not ban him. That was a decision that his partners at Fox made, not to bring him into our facility. And that's when he's like, whoa, hold up. That is not what happened. This is what's happened. You guys banned, and I accepted it because you guys are soft, and like he just went on his little rant. Yeah, it's great. David Portnoy. I'll send you the link to the video. It was fantastic.
Why doesn't the guy just set up across the street?
Oh, he's gonna be there. He's just not going to be on an official broadcaster inside the stadium because he's now not allowed in to the stadium.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like set up across the street and right in the middle of
all the tailgaters and just
tailgate party. Yep.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be fantastic, and the fact that they have darn it, what's that? What's the Ohio State coach that's now on that media desk?
Oh, not Sarkisian.
No, the guy that got kicked out of Jacksonville for being a crappy coach.
Yeah.
Whatever. So in response, Michigan fans were saying, "Hey, when a coach that you dislike because they played for your arch rivals shows up in your stadium like as this, you don't ban him. You invite him in, and then you give him a special Class 141 bottle of Charles Woodson whiskey. Yeah. So when he sits down at his media desk, there's a bottle of Michigan whiskey sitting there waiting for him. Like, welcome to Urban Meyer.
Yes.
Urban Meyer, that's the name. Yeah. So welcome to the big house, Urban Meyer. Here's your bottle of Charles Woodson whiskey. I think that's how you play it off. You don't. This is ridiculous. Why would you do that? Like, as much as I'm a Michigan fan, that still seems stupid and petty that you would, a third-party media outlet who lands a job with Fox as an analyst on their NCAA halftime noon show thing that they do, and you won't let them in?
Yeah.
Good luck to you guys. You're going to get your butt stomped by Texas just because.
Well, going to get their butt stomped by Michigan too, but
yeah, well, that's just given.
I'm a little disappointed they're ranked 14th to start.
It makes sense. They had some losses last year that they shouldn't have had, but they're ranked because they beat Ohio State. Had they not beat Ohio State, I don't think they would have been ranked this year.
But I am a little bit disappointed. We'll see how it goes with them starting Saturday. Go kick some butt.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep.
All right, boys. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have fun. Make the most of it. Summer's almost over, so grasp a little bit so you can make some memories. And from one poor man to another, remember, if it's not fun, it's not worth doing. Good night, everybody.
Have a great week, everybody.